Hello. Hi, it's Farooq. As we mentioned yesterday, today we will discuss about natural person, when to register, what to register, and when they have to deregister, what will be the threshold they need to apply for the corporate tax registration. But before moving that, let me introduce myself again. I'm auditor and corporate tax agent here in UAE, and we have a audit firm and tax agency as well. So we are auditor, tax agent, and providing accounting, audit, and bookkeeping services. If someone need any advice, any information, can contact us. So the main purpose of starting these sessions, because as I have a 20-year experience, so a lot of my clients asked me during last year when corporate tax was introduced. They asked me a lot of questions during especially this last 12 months. So what I realized, I tried to recompile all the questions what was being asked. So that was during last year. So I thought better to share with you different clients' questions. Maybe any one of this question you are already have in your mind, and you are looking for the right guy who can answer you better. So this is the series we are going to start, and hopefully we will come maximum. Will try our level best to come live. So if you can have your question also related to that topic, which we will announce at least a one day before. So you can please send us email, or even in the chat box also you can ask your question. So today we will discuss about the natural basic information about the natural person. So natural person, actually a natural person who is doing business activity. First of all, this is very clear. Someone like I'm a natural person also, but if I'm not doing a business activity, anything I'm doing earning like through wages, I will in detail I will explain further later as we will progress, because I align the questions in the sequence. So I don't want to go first ahead and then come back and explain then in the middle. So I think better let's do it one by one. So then the natural person who has to pay the corporate tax. First of all, a person who has a business or business activity, a natural person has a permanent establishment, or he derived state source income that derived from the UAE, doing business from the UAE. So these are the people, nature person who is doing the business. They have to see if their income derived from the business activity is more than 1 million during one Georgian year. So Georgian year start from Jan till December. So if the business activity, doing business activity, maybe a natural person have different businesses. So we need to accumulate all these businesses, and we have to see if turnover is more than 1 million, then he has to must register for corporate tax. But if the turnover is less than 1 million, he don't need to register for corporate tax, no need to pay any taxes or registration, or he don't need to do anything if turnover is less than 1 million. But a very important question being asked when I was with one my client. He asked me, Farooq, can you explain while calculating a taxable revenue is more than 1 million, what are the things I need to include? What are the things that I should not include while calculating that I am reaching the threshold of 1 million or not? That was actually very interesting question. Uh, because a lot of natural person people are sole establishment, having a sole establishment, they are confused. So what in while you are calculating a taxable revenue, so you have to uh, see anything you are earning from business activity, as I mentioned, or from permanent establishment, or UAE derived from UAE source income. So that you have to, while you are calculating 1 million, you have to account for. But if someone, if he is sorry, if someone is calculate earning wages or salary, or having some personal investment like in the share, for example, or some personal investment in property, so these income will not be part of your while calculating a 1 million. So make sure while you have a right, someone, ask someone if you need any advice, also ask any tax agent and your auditor, and we are here also help to help you, so that you are you eligible for registration or not, because might be you are adding your salaries also, your wages also, or personal investment also, or any real estate investment also. So these things will not be including while calculating the threshold that 1 million has been achieved or not. No, normally, as I mentioned earlier also, natural person, what will be his tax period? So taxable period, like LLC, they apply to the FTA. Okay, their taxable period will be starting from, for example, 1st of June till 1st of July till 30 June. Any period they can opt, maybe Jan to December. Lot of companies in UAE, they are doing Jan to December. But for taxable person, Gregorian year will be their taxable period, like Jan till December. So all natural person or sole establishment, they have to follow Jan till December turnover, Jan till December period, to calculate the turnover. They are more than 1 million or not. So for the question is, what will be the tax period for the natural person? The taxable period for the natural person will be a Gregorian calendar year. Jan till December will be the taxable period for natural person. Other question normally asked, so when they have to register for the corporate tax? That is where nowadays actually a hot topic, because natural person registration is already under process. So all the natural person, all sole establishments, these company must need to register within 1st Jan 2025 till 31st March 2025. Within 3 months they have to register. If they will not register, they will get a fine from the authority that can be a 10,000. So you, all the company who cross the threshold, first keep in mind, if someone has not crossed the threshold, like earning 1 million from business or business activity, if he did not cross the threshold, he don't need to apply for registration. But if someone crossed already, like in Jan till December 2024, if they already if they already cross the threshold, they have to apply for registration within 3 months. Please apply as soon as possible to avoid the fines. So another question that was, actually I was visiting one of my client. So he asked me, okay Farooq, I crossed the limit in Jan 2024 till December 2024 by doing a business activity. My turnover is more than 1 million. He said, what happened if my business will be less than 1 million in 2025? So do I need to register, deregister for from the corporate tax? No. Please, very important, very important. If you cross the 1 million threshold in 2024 and now you are in 2025, if your turnover is less than 1 million in 2025, you cannot apply for deregistration. Only what you can do, you can submit the return with nil, zero value. Okay, for example, you did not cross, and you can apply even small business relief also. But anyhow, I main purpose is that if your threshold is less than 1 million, you cannot apply for corporate tax deregistration. So when you can apply for corporate tax deregistration, only if you are plan if the company pass the board resolution or announce that they will close the business, then only they can apply the deregistration. So it is very important. Please keep in mind, if you cross the threshold 1 million, apply for registration within 3 months, otherwise 10,000 fine will come. And if in 2025 your turnover will be less than 1 million, you cannot apply for deregistration. Yes, you can file the return with a nil value, for example. Okay, the another question was asked by one of my client. He said, what will be, he said, what are the income subject to corporate tax? As I mentioned earlier, if nature person is if nature person is earning income from business activity, only he will be liable for corporate tax. But if you are doing earning salaries or personal investment, real estate investment, these will be out of scope for corporate tax purpose. This will not be counted while you are calculating your business income also, to check that you achieve the threshold or not. Another question, because there is some kinds of relief in the corporate tax, like a natural person relief, um, small business relief, qualifying free zone person relief, you can say 0%. So some reliefs are there. So the thing is that a nature person asked what will be the rate for them. It will be the same standard rate, like if the income will be profit, if the profit will be for example 1 million, so up to 375,000 it will be 0%, and more than 375,000 it will be 9%. So the threshold normally will do as LLC company will pay the taxes same way. So okay, now client asks, as I mentioned earlier, client asks for the when they have to deregister for corporate tax. A natural person. We are talking about today about the natural person. So natural person can apply deregistration once they are planning to stop the business. This is the only condition. Once they registered, they cannot apply for deregistration. Even business will fall below 1 million. So have to, if they are planning to close the sole establishment or planning to close the business, only then they can apply. But keep in mind, here one more doubt is there. A natural person, someone, a local or any expat, if he has a business and he has a 5 different businesses, all are sole establishment. So if one company is not earning 1 million, for example, he said, okay, I will close the company. Might be this business is not performing well also. But if all their businesses, by accumulating that, the turnover is more than 1 million, so he cannot apply for deregistration because he is still earning from other businesses. So, but he can close that business if it's not working well. So he cannot, but he cannot apply for the corporate tax deregistration if other businesses crossing the limit for 1 million, or they are already registered, they cannot still even close, apply for deregistration. And one thing, deregistration have to apply within 3 months, because if you will be late, you will get fine. Another thing, one other question was asked from my client. Do he need to maintain financial statement? It will be audited or unaudited. See, these rules will remain same for all the companies, for like LLC. If someone turnover is less than 1 million, okay, he can less than 1 million, okay, he don't need to register. But if natural person is less than 3 million, yes, he can claim also small business relief. A natural person can also claim a small business relief. Now it comes to the point of the audited financial statements. So but let's discuss up to 3 million. he can do follow cash basis accounting or accrual basis accounting. Both he can follow, but he has to inform the authority while submitting the first return. He has to inform that he will follow accrual basis or cash basis accounting. In our future videos or live sessions, well, I will try to explain what is accrual basis, what is the cash basis. So, but if you will confirm the authority, you will use accrual basis or cash basis. For example, if you would say, okay, we will use less than 3 million option is there, I will use cash basis. But tomorrow, if you want to change the method, you have to get approval from authority. You have to inform them that no, you are changing from cash basis to accrual basis. So up to 3 million, no audit requirement is there. Same like LLC companies. But keep in mind, for free zone, qualifying free zone, even turnover is zero, they have to do the maintain or proper audited financial statements. Or up to 3 million, no audit is required. Okay, up to 50 million, yes, no need audit also still, but preferably it is better if client has to do the proper audit, get it done from the auditor. So it is recommended. Actually, in fact, it is highly recommended, because reason is that auditor have more grip. He knows about the IFRS. Might be in your organization, your accountants, or might be you are missing some part. Maybe even you have a good team also. Still, of course, you need someone, a consultant, who can make sure you are following the IFRS. So, but up to 50 million, you can, there is the option, you can use IFRS for SMEs. But more than 50 million, yes, if a natural person whose turnover is more than 50 million accumulated, consolidated means from one business, another business, 3-4 businesses, more than 50, he has to must do the audit also. It's not like this, he's a natural person, he don't need. Because in the law, they did not mention natural person can not required, or SME not required, or this sector not required. All the companies more than 50 million must have to maintain the audited financial statements. If it is less than 50 million, yes, you have option. One more thing, client asked me, Farooq, for the LLC or other taxable person, they have to maintain the record for 7 years. Is it apply for the natural person also? Yes, natural person also have to maintain proper book, proper record up to 7 years. After 7 years only, yes, it's authority right. Still they can go back and ask you the record, but okay, as per law, it is recommended up to 7 years you have to maintain the books. So, same as I mentioned, what is the time limit for to file the tax return? So, time limit to file the tax return is same 9 months. So, here let me clear you the one confusion. Some people, they are thinking that in the last Gregorian year, Jan to December, they achieve more than 1 million. No corporate tax registration has been started. It's very important. Actually, in whole this video, I'm just closing up now. I will not take much of time. I will try to take your questions also after 1 minute or 2 minutes. So keep in mind, if you have maintained proper books of account and you everything done, registration done, all the things has been done, but no one confusion is there. Pupil, a natural person, crossing more than 1 million in the last Georgian area, Jan to December, he has to register for corporate tax. So the time limit is, last date is 31st of March 2025. Before that, otherwise 10,000 fine. No, it does not mean no, you are registering and you will pay tax in future, like for 2025 profit you will pay tax. No, please, to file the corporate tax VAT return, corporate tax return, you have 9 months. So 9 months will end up in 30 September 2025. You have to file the corporate tax return all the company, like all the companies have 9 months, same nature person also, but it does not mean you are registering for the corporate tax now in 2025 and you will pay the taxes in future like for 2025 profit. No, it's very clear you have to pay the taxes for 2024, but authority gives you a chance. If you are limit, if you are not crossing the limit of 1 million, you don't need to register. If you cross, yes, you have to register. 31st of March 25 is the last date. You have to pay the taxes also. 30 September 2025 will be the last date for filing the corporate tax return. So let me see if there are any other questions, or maybe if unable to answer now, we will try to answer in the coming our live session. Please don't hesitate to contact us, send us email. As I am a tax agent, I will make sure that you are getting a proper advice, and because to give advice we need a client proper background, legal documents. So please approach us, we will try to help you. Thank you so much, see you next time. Thank you. If someone need any advice, any